Oh, what is good? We are live in a best ball draft, drafting the pit bull, about to be on the clock. We have the 12th pick, so we're going to be wrapping it around here. We're going to have Nico, Amon Rob. There goes Nico. So we got Amon Ra, St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Drake London, Achan, and Derrick Henry available to us. Who do you like, Chev? Who you want to take here?
I mean, personally, I'm cool with taking Drake London, and
Achan?
one of the running backs, Achan.
Let's take Drake and Achan.
Yeah,
If you're not familiar with Underdog, it's start 3 wide receivers, it's half point PPR, and it's 4-point passing touchdown and 1 flex, not super flex. All right. So a little different than what we're usually doing. Typically, you'll have an option of, there's a bunch of different options when you pick. There's only one super flex available, I think, right now. There's a bunch of different versions of contests right now. Like I said, we're doing the Pitbull if you just joined us. Yeah, sorry, Henry. That wasn't the plan. We were the last person to join the league, so our bad on that one. So we will be doing a bunch of these, and they'll move over to the redraft channel when that opens up, which will be in a few weeks. Just getting the final touches done with that. But here we go. The board is running. We've had there's your first round: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Bijan, Saquon, CeeDee Lamb, Gibbs, Puka, Christian McCaffrey, Malik Neighbors, Genty, Nico, Drake, Achan, that's us. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Brock Bowers, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Lad McConkey, JT, Rashi, Trey McBride, T. Higgins, and Josh Jacobs. And then we're back on the turn here. So we're about 12 picks away at this point. This will be us taking the 3-4 turn. What are you thinking here as we get down to here? Like we'll throw some guys in the queue while we're waiting. Probably won't get a lot of them. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Terry may be an option, possibly JSN. We'll definitely have a shot at some running backs, potentially. Kyron may be there. Brees.
Yeah, Kyron Brees, Kyron and Brees for sure. Obviously we're far out of the
probably one of my least favorite spots to be on the 12 turn here. So
I mean, you gotta balance the good with the bad. Like you can double up on players that you want right here. It just you gotta wait a long ass time after you pick one.
Right. Are you thinking quarterback here at all personally or no? Okay, so you don't like a quarterback here because sometimes like a quarterback here might not be the worst for me if I get in a dead spot where I don't love any of the options. A Jaden Daniels could be a possibility here for me. George Kittle also.
So that's the caveat is it has to be somebody with legs. And also I would like one of these picks to be George Kittle.
Okay. We'll throw Lamar, Jaden Daniels up there. See what's left. We got right now receiver wise, we got Mike Evans, Tet, DK, Jameson Williams, Xavier Worthy. Running back wise, we have Kyron and Brees. So we're 2 picks away here. So we'll see kind of how those break down for us. I wouldn't mind getting Brees, but there goes Brees Hall. How do you feel here? Who would you like to take? You like Kittle? I wouldn't mind taking DK or Tet here.
I like Kittle, but also like we can
take Kittle.
Yeah.
Which other guy you like?
Probably Ted, to be honest with you, or Kyron.
All right. You like Kyron here?
I
think I would take DK, but we could take Tet. Let's take Tet. I don't mind getting a running back there. And Kyron Williams is certainly a nice pick. I think that's a good volume play there. I think he'll be right back at it again. I'm a DK guy. I think that the ADP's moved quite a bit since I've started drafting. I'm fairly new to the best ball game. Probably like 15 drafts deep total at all ever lifetime. So it's fun doing this with y'all, just figuring it out. I'm sure I'm doing a bunch of things wrong. But that's what we're doing. We're trying to learn, trying to have a little bit of fun here, trying to figure some stuff out. So in my experience, I don't mind. I like getting a running back or two. I'd like to, through 5, I'd like to have, 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs. If the tight end gets in there, it starts to throw things off and you feel like you're behind, but you're really not. You have a positional advantage to some extent. And we have Kittle, especially half-point PPR. Really nice, I think, to have George Kittle in that position. Plus, Niners down some targets, could be really heavy target share for Kittle early on. All right, what are we thinking here? We're coming back around the turn. They're going out. We're going to be coming back. We'll be in the 5-6 turn, Chev. So potential candidates here would be, Chuba, Kenny, Alvin Kamara, RJ Harvey, Travion, and then wide receiver wise, possibilities of, I don't think Cortland will be there. GP probably will be gone. Zay Flowers, Calvin Ridley's a possibility here. Jalen Waddle, I know he's not your favorite. I don't know how you feel about Roma Dunze in this format. Chris Olave isn't going to get back to us, but I think there's some target share to be had there. And then quarterbacks, if you're not familiar, pretty much the guys with legs go. I mean, maybe Jalen Hurts is there. If he's available, would he be an option for you?
Yeah, because that way we can kind of make a decision on, what we're going to do as far as the other pick and trying to get someone that correlates with Jalen Hurts, trying to get a Devonta Smith, or waiting later and then you can go get a guy like, is Devonta Smith off the board already?
Yes.
Where'd he go? Where am I? Yeah, there he is, right next to Jamo. Okay, so God, that feels early, but yeah, I'm fine with an unstacked Jalen Hurts just because the rushing upside is. He's the last of those truly, weak winner with his legs type of guys.
Right. All right, what are you thinking here? We got some running back options. It's probably going to be, I think that's going to be our best options kind of get when we get to this turn. I don't love the wide receivers right here. I don't know. Jordan Addison, feel like a suspension's coming, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with Jordan Addison is that trial starts like July 16th or whatever. Completely different than the Rashee Rice case where we've had nothing on that front for months and months and months. They're like, nah, let's get him in jail now. Nah, he's not going to jail, but they're trying to get that over with.
Right.
Pretty clearly.
All right, so we're coming back up. We'll have maybe a shot at Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Travion.
Yeah, 3 sticks me.
You like Kenny 3 sticks here? All right, yeah. We can mess with that. I wouldn't mind. I think I would take Olave too on the. Oh, there goes 3 sticks. So who do you like now?
I'm cool with Olave and just picking one of the running backs there.
I'd say let's take Harvey. And let's take Olave. All right. So we just got through that. Now we're running back out. We went RJ Harvey, Olave. What do you think there, Chev? Do you like that? Was it bummed out? How are you feeling on that turn?
It's a little disappointing because you want Kenny 3 sticks. Like I like Kenneth Walker just as much as the next guy, but it's a little disappointing when you get sniped. He goes 2 picks before us or 1 pick before us.
Yeah, right before us.
Yeah, so getting sniped on Kenny 3 sticks is fine. Also, big RJ Harvey guy, so I feel great about that. Not really worried about J.K. Dobbins in any way, shape, or form. So I think, like I said, I've said this on the show a couple of times. Hey, what if this just provides clarity that he's not going to be a 350 touch player? I don't know why that was the expectation in the first place, but that's probably not how this is going to go.
Yeah. Sorry if people are asking questions in the comment show, but I'm got a lot going on, trying to make my first voyage through kind of who's going where and what and how and managing to talk to you guys. So this is my first time doing this live on air. We've done some in the Patreons, just kind of giving it a dry run. So excuse us if our etiquette is not proper. All right, Chev, we're going back out and we're coming back through and we'll be at the, what are we at? 7-8 turn when we come back. So as you can see on these last couple of picks, sorry for not showing the board consistently. I'll try to keep that going, but I'm also trying to look at players that we're trying to draft. So we got Caleb Johnson just went. Quinshawn Judkins still on the board available. There goes Ricky Pearsall. So we got Quinshawn, we got DeAndre Swift, we got Jaden Reed, Khalil Shakir, Darnell Mooney. We do have Drake London. I don't know what your quarterback preference is here coming up. 8th round is I feel like where you can get away with taking a Bo Nix or a Patrick Mahomes if you want him.
I got my designs on somebody way grosser than that, buddy.
All right, who you like here? We'll be up in a few.
I mean, none of those options really spark joy besides Josh Downs.
All right, let's get Downs on the queue.
Top.
Where's he at?
At the top.
Didn't see him. Boom.
I mean, Pacheco, Pollard, Aaron Jones, Travis Etienne.
Yeah, we can maybe float Etienne or Tracy back and maybe to the 10th, but usually doesn't work. It was working out for a little while. Now it's not working out so great in my recent drafts.
So I guess it comes down. Do you prefer Pollard or do you prefer Downs? I mean, not Downs. Etienne.
I mean, I don't think I have a super strong preference. I think I would probably take Pollard here. I'd also be okay with grabbing another wide receiver, but if you want to go running back, Tony Pollard would probably be my choice.
This is your turn. You do.
All right, let's grab Pollard here. Whew. I don't love it. I don't love the team so far, but hey, sometimes those are the breaks, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like there's anything glaring unless RJ Harvey is a complete brick, in which case I'm going to delete all my social media.
No, I feel good about the Harvey pick. I like Achane. I like Drake London. I like a lot of the guys that we have. I just, the 12 turns, maybe not my favorite spot, maybe not the most comfortable with the players who are there.
See, I'm the opposite because we've been drafting so many 3rd round reversals and startups where I end up in the 11th spot or the 10th spot, or like I just did Scott Fishbowl from the 9th spot. Slaughtered it, by the way, in case you guys were wondering.
Slaughtered it.
Yeah. I mean, best team on paper you could possibly imagine. Yeah, there you go. There he is. Let's
get that on there. All right. So, our quarterback situation with the stacks of quarterbacks to receiver ratio here is not the best, right? Penix is.
Well, I mean, we
one.
still got an opportunity
Rice
to
is
stack
one.
every single.
Sure. They're just nasty stacks. They're not like ooh, that's sexy.
I mean, I feel like that's I like our receiver room a lot.
Yeah,
a whole lot.
Sure. I think there's some volume there.
Yeah, there's a ton of volume, and then there's upside between Drake May and his Drake London and his Polynesian clone Tetaroa McMillan. Don't call him Tet, apparently. And Henry brought up a good point after he got done being upset with us for not letting him join the draft that was full as soon as we joined it. The Kittle Purdy stack, I feel like would be pretty nice if we could bring that back.
Next time we do it, Henry, we'll hit enter after we've already gone live. So if you really want to join it, although I don't really want you in the draft while I'm drafting, that's just like a free. I was going to say, I was wondering
while
you're listening.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to say that part out loud, because I definitely was going to say. I was like, look, we could make a league and do it, but like this, I do not want everybody seeing the board, seeing the queue,
Yeah, so we're coming up. We could go Fields. We could go Purdy with the Kittle, like Henry said in there. I think we did that on the last draft that we did, Chev.
Did we stack Purdy?
Purdy and Kittle, I believe.
We did. We did.
So I don't know if you want to, how you feel about quarterbacks right here. If a Fields Purdy double tap would make you feel a certain type of way, or is it?
It would make me feel outstanding, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Let's hit it. Not the route I typically go here, but I like it. So again, guys, not my dynasty wheelhouse of like, hey, I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and figured a lot of things out here, but I've been having a lot of fun drafting these, and I'm finally comfortable enough of kind of who goes where. So we're figuring this thing out on the fly. What are we thinking about our 11th and 12th round picks here, Chev?
Well, so we're out of the quarterback business until probably like the last round.
Yeah.
At this point. So do we want to bolster?
We could get Penix later if we want to, maybe like 14th or 15th round if he's around.
Right. I mean, I'm cool with that. I would like to get more into the weeds of the running backs a little bit. We've got Pollard, Achane, and we got Pollard, Achane, and RJ Harvey right now. So I'd like to get another one of those guys on the board. Honestly, if we're looking handcuffs like Ramondre is a starter. As ridiculous as people portend for that to be.
Right.
Rashad White, Trey Benson. I mean, are we completely out on those guys, or can we wait a little bit?
I'm not completely out on Trey Benson or Rashad White.
Also, as well too, are we in the range for Tucker Kraft? I feel like maybe he's gone already.
We can check that tight end stab. Now we're good. We got Tucker Kraft. I don't mind a Dalton Kincaid stab later. Jake Ferguson's break glass in case of emergency.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing that. And Pat Fryermuth.
Patty F.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat's got to be on the thing. I just can't get past the fact that Aaron Rodgers throws touchdowns to tight ends. And Pat Fryermuth, depending, is really good at catching touchdowns.
Right. I mean, Pat Fryermuth has had a really good start to his career and has had some injuries and tapered off a little bit. And
it's just the touchdown luck and the concussions. Quiet as kept. Him and Chris Olave are in that same bathtub, just waiting to laugh at fart bubbles with another concussion.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. All right, if we want to get in the running back game, Tajay Spears would have been a nice grab for us, but somebody just snagged him. We got Tootin, Ray Davis, Trey Benson, Rashard White, Jaden Blue. My guy Austin Eckler sitting here just floating around. Giving us another option. We could go Tucker Kraft on one of these picks and grab Seti Till, Xavier Legette, and get another receiver. Or if you want to get a running back, I don't
love the running back selection.
No, we're down and dirty on the running backs. So
like we're at the point where we're just gonna take nasty old men like Austin Eckler later on.
Yeah, hopefully Austin Eckler will make it through this rotation, and on the next one we could hammer some Eckler.
So you want to go Seti Till and Tucker Kraft right here?
I'm with it. I can go Cedric Tillman or Legette. I don't have a preference either way, and I think you're a Tillman guy. So
yeah, we're Team Tillman, all of us. We are all Tillman now.
Let's go. Unless you want Trey Benson. You want Trey Benson?
No. Not more than I want Cedric Tillman and Tucker Kraft.
All right, done.
Is Eckler at risk of being a cap casualty? I mean, it's the final year. It's the final year of his deal, and they had I don't know how much they got now, but they had the most cap space when free agency started.
They spent some. They got some. They took some of Debo's, and I don't know what the Tunsil deal is. But
did they give him new money?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I'm gonna research that while you talk about BestBall.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we're stuck here in a running back conundrum. We're only 3 deep. It's not great. Tilly Till, what's up, Ed? Eckler at risk of cap casualty. Is that what Scratch just said? Zach, what up, man? Yeah. I mean, I read that somewhere, and then I read a bunch of people refuting it, of basically being like, this is kind of a silly statement. I don't really know why they would need to do that. Whereas he was pretty productive through large stretches of the season last year. So, and they got we all like, Krosky Merritt, or, and we all I think we like Brian Robinson just fine. But Austin Eckler, I feel like with the team that they have and where they're at kind of build wise, like you should probably keep Austin Eckler and hope he can do some damage for you, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense for them to renovate the backfield and not be involved in any sort of the free agent dealings that have been going on. So you got Buddy, you got Brian Robinson his last year, you got Austin Eckler his last year, you got JCM, Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt as the only young piece that they have there. I mean, if you believe in Chris Rodriguez or whatever the Kentucky legend running back's name is, then that's fine. Yeah, but I don't see it making any sort of, roster construction sense to cut Austin Eckler. And he's only a $1.5 million dead cap hit to begin with. Like, they're not factoring that in, I feel like, unless Austin Eckler is just a complete dickhead, which by all accounts he's never been.
I don't believe that's the case.
Yeah. Like, so I can't see a reason for him to, to not be on the opening day 53 with the Commanders, not the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a rock solid dude, Austin Eckler. Now he could be a terrible person, but from the outside looking in, looks pretty solid. All right, so we could take a Penix here to match with our Drake, or I wouldn't mind going Tank Bigsby and Austin Eckler if that's an option here.
I feel like that's an option. I feel like that gives us
if these next three picks don't stab us in the heart.
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh, there he goes, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Old right DJHA.
There goes Penix. Got us again. All right,
bro. We are.
I like Tank Bigsby. I like Braylon Allen or Jalen Wright here. I don't know what other running backs you would prefer over any of those guys. But
I mean, I'm cool with Tank, but if we're gonna go two running backs, I would like one of those running backs to be Miles Sanders.
Ooh, can we wait another round for Miles Sanders?
Probably. It's 182 ADP. We're at 158, so we could wait another round.
You like any of these other running backs besides Miles Sanders? We could take Miles Sanders if you really want.
We don't have to do it right now. That's the cool thing. Do you want to take Fryer? I can't talk.
I took Braylon Allen. I panicked. I
shit my pants. It would, it's just in front of everybody, and people don't forget.
I like Freiermuth. I like Strange. We have two tight ends. We could get a third for sure. We could throw Mason Taylor on the squad. We got Fields.
There we go. Mason Taylor, Big Rig Chig, JT Sanders,
queue up Josh Reynolds here, maybe coming in and being the second pros pro over there in New York. Yeah. As a last round stab.
Are we thinking? Are we completely out of the? Oh, never mind. They're all still there. It's fine. Never mind.
I like a Jalen McMillan late. I like a Thielen late.
Alec Pierce.
Old Alec Pierce over there. Who else you like as far as late round stabs?
Those three receivers: Dante Thornton, Calvin Austin, De'Ami Brown,
Wicks, AD. You know, my guy, my last pick every time is Roman Wilson if I'm by myself. I know you hate it. I love it. I like Mason Taylor. All right, how many picks we got left? What are we going to be at here? Let's see.
We've got 3 picks left if we're in the 15th right now.
All right. We have 4 picks left.
4 picks left. Math.
Well, we have our 15th. Yeah. So we got 4 picks left. We want a tight end and another quarterback to be those, and then a wide receiver and a running back, or what are you thinking here as far as?
I'd like to go tight end and then receiver. And then those last 2 picks go running back, quarterback.
All right. What receiver and tight end do you prefer here?
I mean, if we're going to get, Mason Taylor's the only tight end left now. So what about What if we went?
I like taking. What if we? I think we should take Jalen McMillan.
I'm fine with that. I mean, it's almost. It's all. I mean, it's a low risk,
I think it's
high
the
reward pick.
best player left. And I mean that opportunity. It could be so quickly a huge opportunity right there. Damn, there goes Jalen McMillan. All right, you like Mason Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Alec Pierce
guy
too.
You want to take Alec Pierce? We could take Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce is scores a lot of points on deep plays.
Yeah, he led the league in yards per reception. You know, and just we've seen him have rapport with Anthony Richardson, and then a similar archetype of receiver in Darius Slayton just got paid off of the work that he did with Daniel Jones throughout 2024. So, whatever.
All right, so we have 2 picks left. Our quarterback situation would be Aaron Rodgers, Daniel Jones, and that's about it. Anthony Richardson. Everybody else is gone. Sometimes Sam Darnold hangs around. There goes Aaron Rodgers. So these are the dirty last couple rounds here that you try to navigate the waters of. Again, I don't know. This maybe isn't panning out to be my favorite draft I've done, but sometimes those are the best ones,
Right. It's like, man, I really wasn't in on any of the buttons that I clicked, but this team's doing really good.
Yeah, let's see here. All right, so we got Slayton and Diami Brown that just went. Aaron Rodgers, Cade Otton, Zach Ertz. Well, who would you prefer as the Colts quarterback that we take as our last pick, if possible?
Like I said, I think we've talked about it before. I'm fine flipping a coin and then just alternating Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm. All right, running back wise, Marshawn Lloyd, Brashard Smith, Justice Hill.
As much as I want it to be a good pick for best ball, Rashard Smith's a terrible pick for best ball right now.
Is it?
To me, like, I think Pacheco handles most of the workload if he's healthy. I think there's a role. There's 1,000% a role, but I can't tell you with any sort of certainty that he's going to have a leg up on Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't think he will as far as like playing the actual position of running back as the RB2. I think he could have his own carved out satellite role though.
Right. And it's like, man, if that's a gadget role, like what's that?
That could be fine for best ball though. That could be a good opportunity for the best ball, right? I mean, you don't have to worry about starting Brashard Smith, but the times that they go out there and get him some catches and he scores, runs a couple times, or the RB, Pacheco checks out or whatever, or whoever, Elijah Mitchell checks out. So I don't think it's a terrible pick in your last round here. I think that you're probably a little bit more guaranteed with Marshawn Lloyd, but he just went, we didn't see him at all last year. I do like Marshawn Lloyd. I think he's a great value here in the 17th round. I think the Packers want to use another running back. So
Lloyd could work his way in and have standalone value. Are we talking about a different Marshawn Lloyd?
No, I'm with him. I agree. I don't mind. All right. Who do you like? You like, you want to take Brashard Smith or Elijah Mitchell?
I mean, if we're committed to taking a Kansas City running back, who I'm going to take.
You want to take Brashard?
Yes.
All right. And then you want to take Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson or Kyle Monangai?
Oh, not that last one. So Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson, flip a coin.
I'm gonna take Richardson just in case. It's the last pick. All right. First best ball drafted live in the books. Little bit of sloppy execution there, but we're gonna tighten them up. We're gonna have a lot of fun with these on the redraft channel.
We didn't auto not one time this time.
We did not auto. That's correct.
Yeah.
So Henry said he did 5 super flex drafts in the first go, then quit because the ADP fixes itself. Feels like the values are insane in super flex. So I think we've done one super flex draft a while ago, Chev, on the Patreons and didn't go back. So Yeah. I don't think we're going to run another Pitbull back right away here. Somebody suggested that, Smooth Criminal, but we will be doing plenty more of these, especially once the redraft channel is up and running. We're going to be doing redraft mocks, plenty of best balls. We'll do some more on the channel before we get there, though, for sure. Chev, any thoughts on the way out of our first best ball here? Just to recap the squad. We got Fields, Purdy, Anthony Richardson, which could have been Daniel Jones. Maybe should have been. Achane, Harvey, Pollard, Tank Bigsby, Braylon Allen, Brashard Smith. Then we got Drake London, Tedero, McMillan, Olave, Josh Downs, Cedric Tillman, Alec Pierce. Then George Kittle, Tucker Kraft, and Mason Taylor. So,
damn, I just realized we got 2 Colts. We got a Colts super stack.
Our projected is 2,800. Usually like to be around 29. Love to press over 3 if, but the projection doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, definitely could be taking a stone cold 0 there with Smith for sure. You're not wrong. It's the last pick.
Also the case with most of your 18th round picks.
Yeah, I mean, not Roman Wilson, but hey.
Definitely. Hey, does Roman Wilson have an NFL catch?
He does not. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. That's a good question.
I just wanted to make sure. I just feeling better and better about our wide receiver 2 bet for the Steelers every day. Every day.
Yeah, I love it. Me too. I'm feeling so good. I'm like, I couldn't be more sure that Roman Wilson is going to be locked in as the wide receiver 2 and score more fantasy points than Calvin Austin. Both of them.
Yeah.
Two times.
I love it. I love it when I'm wrong and I'm convinced that I'm right, because it makes being right that much
fun. So much more. Yeah. Yeah.
I pulled it up here. He's got a whopping 0 receptions.
He was hurt.
Targets,
hey, look, he wasn't even my favorite guy last year. I'm like, why'd they take him? And then some people were on him. I like him now because he's so cheap and they don't have a 2. Like,
they do have a 2.
I mean, not at the wide receiver position.
Yeah. I mean, this was Calvin Austin's first year, first full year as his first year as a starter, not even a starter. He puts up 550 yards and 4 touchdowns. And
it could easily be Calvin Austin. You are correct. I mean, but I think it's going to be Roman Wilson. But I like Calvin Austin, man. I do.
I mean, obviously, I'm biased, but I mean, I have a bunch of reasons why.
Right.
And they're directly tied to his 40 time.
And they all start with 3.14. That's pi, in case you didn't know, kids, because we have a pi bet.
We do.
All right. We're gonna check out on this one. We'll be back with plenty more of these. We appreciate you guys for tuning in and amusing us with our first live best ball draft. So we'll be back with some best ball mania, some more pit bulls. I'm sure they'll roll out some lower dollar ones. We'll hop in those. Maybe we'll try some super flex ones live because I haven't really messed with those. But yeah, till next time. Peace.